Blog Talk Radio.
Basically.
What the hell is that?
I'm sorry. Well.
Welcome to the Will and Thunder Show. Will and Thunder Show.
Ridiculous, 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 ridiculous. Welcome to the Will and Thunder Show.
Welcome into the Will and Thunder Show. If that doesn't cheer you up and make you want to put on some lederhosen, I don't know what will.
Absolutely.
Welcome into the Will and Thunder Show at October Rockfest, or I should say Rocktoberfest. Welcome in here, guys. My name is Kevin Thunder, and here in the Rocktober world, I have William Telltale and Chris, the Lady in Black. How are you guys doing this evening?
Happy Oktoberfest.
Happy Rocktoberfest.
I'm drinking bourbon, drinking scotch, drinking beer.
There you go, man. Wow, there's something about an accordion that just puts a smile on your face.
Yeah, and we've got...
Unless you have to play it. Because there's so many buttons and keys on there. Look, I'll tell you what. I'm a bass player, and I love it. Don't get me wrong here, but I have a hard enough time singing backup vocals while I'm playing bass. I don't know if I could coordinate my two hands to do that much work and have to pull it in and out right there. I'd be done like dinner.
Well, Weird Al Yankovic made a career out of it.
I know. Well, that's how he started his career, and then look where he's gone from there. I mean, maybe I should pick up a accordion then.
Well, the beautiful thing about tonight is we have the legendary Central Florida band Lee Serios on, and the running joke with them for years, and they even had an album title called this, is they were possessed by Polka. And then they're here in the first hour. Then obviously in the second hour, we actually have a metal polka band, Kranken Welpen. Chris, why don't you tell us a little bit about them?
Well, I'm not sure if the correct pronunciation is Kranken Welpen, because they consider themselves a German-Hungarian, pretty much Oktoberfest metal is the best way I can describe it. This is some great shit. Everybody who's listening tonight is just going to love it. It's just awesome. If you can imagine what Oktoberfest metal sounds like, this is it. And they're a band from Southern California, from my neck of the woods. So, they dress up in the lederhosen, or, and get down with the accordions and do all that stuff. And it just sounds great. I think everybody's going to really like this. And we've been psyched for this show since I introduced you guys to them way back, and I think before even I started coming to visit your show on a regular basis. So
I think we booked them. I think we booked them for this date. I think it was back in June or July, and we just wanted to have them on.
I think it was like late July that we did this.
Yeah. So we booked them for this date specifically because Oktoberfest.
Right. We just thought this would be the perfect time for them to come on the show and do their thing, because there's really nobody else like them out there, and I just love these kinds of bands that are. I hate to use the term because I don't like the term, and I think that it's more than that. But these bands that they're often called quote unquote novelty bands that have a specific theme but done in another style of music, such as Kranken Welpen, which is a metal band, but they do polka style, which is I just love bands like that who take one style of music and put their spin on it in another way. So I think everybody out there is going to be in for a real nice treat.
And I just looked at Dead Serious's CD Baby page, and they describe themselves as Frank Zappa meets Metallica rolled up in Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Oh, that sounds great! I can't wait to hear it.
You're in for a treat there. You're in for a double treat tonight because I mean you got heavy metal polka and you have the wonderful world of Dead Serious, and that's the best I can put it right there is the wonderful world of Dead Serious because it's just one of those things, man. If Dr. Seuss had a guitar, that's Dead Serious.
Yep.
And, I think it's great that we have both bands on tonight because I think that both of their audiences are going to enjoy the other a lot. I think
absolutely.
We're going to have a little bit of a crossover audience tonight because a lot of Kranken Welpen fans are probably going to be listening, and they will probably enjoy Dead Serious and vice versa. So, don't be surprised if.
And real quick, I need you guys to do me a favor here. I need 5 seconds, real quick. My wife and I just had a little spat about who we think the greatest vocalist of our generation was, and I'm just going to say, so I get to sleep in the house tonight, that I love Steven Tyler. I'm just throwing it out there, and I'm going to leave that alone, all right?
Okay.
Go Aerosmith. I love you, honey. It might rain tonight. Let me in the house. Unlock the doors, please. I'm just kidding.
Well, going back to there was a story. I want to do a really quick news segment before we before we go, and the reason I do is because the show that we did on Saturday night, there was a story, and it was just a really fun story, and I want to revisit that when we have a bigger audience. So obviously, you know which one I'm talking about. Was it Jerry Lee Lewis? But
yes.
Hold on, while we think about that, give me 1 second here, because it's time for just a little bit of news. Crap, not news, history.
Look, you almost messed
wait,
up there.
Hold on.
That's right.
Hold on, Will. Before you get started on that, I got something for you there.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's not just me.
No. Everybody gets one. So, Will, where is it?
And now, this week in rock history.
All right, it's actually last week in rock history. It was, I think, October 1st. But Jerry Lee Lewis was doing a little, he had a hey, hold my beer moment with his bass player. Actually, no, he had a hey, hold my beer moment with probably the guitar player or the manager or somebody. But
this is
anyway.
not cool by any means. Go ahead, keep making fun of this.
Oh, this is awesome.
I'm glad that we're this far away now. You know what? I'm glad that I'm not living next door to you, because if you think this is funny and cool, we're done. We're never playing music together again.
Come on, Thunder. This is a drummer. You'd be laughing your ass off, too, so don't even go there.
Oh, so, yeah, but I'm not, so this is not funny to me. Go ahead and tell the story, because then I can elaborate on things right here.
If it was a singer, oh, God, he'd be creaming his jeans.
No, I would not. Look, I would never even consider this.
Anyway, Jerry Lee Lewis decides, hey, hold my beer. I'm going to show you what a great shot I am. And he tells the bass player to hold up his beer, and he tries to shoot it out of his hand. Well, he fired, and he accidentally, or maybe on purposely, or whatever, hit the bass player. But here's
okay, hold on. Where did he hit the bass player?
Telling the damn story.
Okay. Go ahead.
So he hits the bass player, and that's where the story gets a little interesting, because I mean, one time, there's stories about idiots getting shot while playing with guns like that all the time, but he didn't just shoot him once; he shot him a second time. So it was like, bam! Oh, sorry, man, but hold on, don't move. I'll get it this time. Bam! Oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
Right. See, here's my issue here. First of all, where was the bass player shot? Twice where? In the abdomen. In the gut. Okay. If you're going to shoot a beer bottle and I'm holding it, first of all, I'm not holding it by my gut. I'm not, if I have a gut, it's because I've been drinking beer. I'm not going to hold it in there and have you give me the beer, intravenously by shooting me with the bullet and carrying a little bit more into my stomach. I'm going to hold it out to the side. And if you were that bad of a shot, first of all, that's a good 2 feet right there. I don't care how much you've had to drink. 2 feet, that's a big distance right there. Now, if he had enough that there was 3 of them, he was trying to shoot the one in the middle, now I understand. But then to take the second shot after your buddy falls, you can't miss that. Oh, I'm going to get up close real quick. Now, look, this is not cool. As a bass player right here, look, I'd have to quit the band right here. This is bullshit.
Now, my question is actually there's two things that the story leaves out. One, that bass player must have been a hulking specimen of muscle in order to be able to take a shot once and still be standing there to get hit the second time.
Right. I mean, look, let me tell you what. That's a bass player for you, man. It's a man. Look, I'll take a licking and I'm gonna keep going right here.
But also,
I really hope that Jerry Lee Lewis to this day, he must have a little scar, under an eye, or his nose is a little crooked. Because if it was me and I got out of the hospital and you had shot me, Will, now I understand you're 6'3" and I'm only 5'6", but I guarantee you one thing: you would never ever forget me. I'd have put something on you that Ajax wouldn't take off. You shot me twice.
But it also...
really?
This also raises the question, was Jerry Lee Lewis a bad shot or not? What if...
Or our bass players looked at that low. That's ridiculous.
Or maybe it was a really good shot.
That's kind of what I'm getting at, because...
I know exactly what it is right here. I know exactly what it is. Because you guys think bass players, they're just bass players. And now this guy has totally solidified the whole idea. They're just a bass player.
Don't bring me into this.
Oh, he's just a bass player. Watch. He bet the guitar player. I bet I could shoot him twice.
See, I'm thinking that when we were discussing this on Saturday, I was thinking it was more of the Homer Simpson theory that Jerry Lee just uses his gun for everything, to open beer bottles and, turn off light switches and discipline his bass players. I don't know. Maybe he was just...
I mean, listen, man. Hey, you were off by 5/10 on the third song. Bam! You know what? The fifth song, too. Bam! Yeah, you'll learn.
Right.
If you live.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing I didn't discipline my bass player like that, because you'd be dead.
I mean, have you ever seen
let me tell you what. You better slow down there, Turbo.
But have you guys ever seen the Great Balls of Fire movie about Jerry Lee Lewis? I mean, the guy was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So a story like
I'm
this...
glad I didn't play for him, man. I'll tell you what. I used to think, I'd love to be in that genre of music. Everything was changing. It was so much fun. It was lively. I mean, it was the whole change of, from blues to a little bit of rock and roll and all this going on in crazy piano. Hell no, dude. Look, I'm glad I grew up in the 80s where you had a better chance of dying of heroin than getting shot by your singer.
Or getting run over with a lawnmower.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't have killed anybody.
Rock and roll's a dangerous business. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise.
Oh, no, I know that. Trust me. I almost took someone's foot off with a real lawnmower at a Dead Serious show.
You're going to have to tell us more about that story when they get on here.
Deadly will tell you the story. I mean, it's one. Chris,
he was the one who was being almost run down by the lawnmower. So
no. He was out there, and it was either Damien or Mike that I actually hit with the lawnmower, and they twisted their ankle.
All right.
But anyway,
that's so metal.
Look, it was. But we'll get into that. Is that one of the songs you have to play from Dead Serious? Or are you going to play a song, or?
Yeah, I've only got one song.
Okay.
Yeah, we only have time. We're going to drop a new song.
Yeah. Is it long? Oh, it's a new song.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
But they have a song called Lawn Care Studs, which is awesome. And usually during the song, they'd hop out into the crowd, Dead Leewood, with a bubble mower and give them the mosh pit. Well, we were at a club, and in the back side, kind of on the side of the stage, they had a push mower. Well, I thought it was going to be cool if I started the push mower and went into the crowd while he was doing his little bubble mower thing. Well, there was a lot of gas smell and a lot of chaos, and yeah, it was fun though. But it was so rock and roll. It really was. I ran around with a real lawnmower and tried to run people over.
And also for the fans of Prunk, say the band's name, Chris.
KW. We're just going to go with that.
Okay.
When they get on the show, we can figure out the correct pronunciation of their name.
Well, another thing that he's famous for. I mean, I'm just saying this for some of their fans who might already be here. Another thing, in addition, at the end of that song, he would Pete Townsend smash the toy lawnmower.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
well, anyway, we'll get into more of that here a little bit later. But yes, now on the note of getting shot twice, it's not cool.
Well,
even if you're a bass player.
Let's let the man himself weigh in on this because he's here. So we're gonna bring him in. This is Mr. Dead Lee Serios himself.
What? Hey! Just listen to him.
They love you. They really love you.
Listen to my fans going crazy.
Yeah.
What's happening, gang?
Not too much.
What's going on, man?
I want to finally, for the first time, be able to say welcome to Christiana.
What? Thank you.
It is so nice to finally have a good-looking person connected to this radio show.
You obviously haven't seen me.
Oh, you are adorable, and you are smart and articulate. You're bright, and I have absolutely no idea why you're hanging around with those two clowns.
Well, I like them. They're nice guys.
You know what? Christiana?
Yes?
Christiana, you know what? I like them too.
We love you, Chris. We love you, man. We love you.
It's hard not to love them, right?
I love Will and Thunder.
And we love Dead Serious.
The Will and Thunder show.
Wow, that was cool. What's happening, kid? Yeah. You guys have a fun show tonight, don't you?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. We really do. And you're already here. I wasn't expecting you for a few more minutes, so I'm like, yay.
We were rehearsing tonight. We've got a major concert event happening in a few weeks out here in Florida that's going to require several weeks of preparation. So we've come right off of our recent show at 80s in the Park, and now we're moved right into all of the production work to get ready for our show at the King Center for the Performing Arts, which is in the Melbourne, Florida area. It'll be a big event for us, and it's requiring weeks and weeks of careful preparation. So we were holed up out at the warehouse tonight working and cut it a little bit short so I could call in and say hi to you guys.
Well, thank you for taking the time to be part of the show, man. You know how much we love you, and I'm glad things at 80s the Park went so well. I saw some of the pictures online, man. Looked fantastic, man. Looked like you guys were having the time of your life.
Well, it was a great, in all seriousness, Thunder, it was a great experience for us. We had been retired, really, for the last few years, and I thought that this was, I thought our story was over. I thought we had done everything. We're done for the day, and that's it. And then about a year ago, you two guys came along and started very graciously bringing us on your show to talk about the old days and sort of reminiscing about Dead Serious and so on. And next thing I know, the phone is ringing off the wall from other radio shows wanting to talk about Dead Serious.
So wait a minute. Let me get this straight. So basically, the Will and Thunder show is responsible for you guys getting back together.
Not only are they responsible, but it's actually considered criminal in about 47 states.
No, but that's awesome.
God, I love you,
awesome.
man.
No, you're absolutely right, Christiana, and I don't think that I'm overstating that because a lot of people might not know I'm actually full-time involved in Christian ministry now, and being the front man in Dead Serious for a long time didn't really seem like it was a conducive situation for being involved in Christian ministry. And so for that reason primarily, I just thought we were done. And Will and Thunder came along and got things revved up again, and we started looking at this as, well, maybe we're not quite done yet. And then an independent record label approached us earlier this year about a Dead Serious tribute album, which I just thought was crazy. And all of a sudden, we got national level rock guys, indie level rock guys. All of these people were just pouring out of the woodwork to be part of this Dead Serious tribute album. And it's like, wait a second, there's something really crazy going on here. Then we got the call from 80s in the Park. Then we got a call from a promoter here in Florida who wanted to put on and stage our 30th anniversary show in January. And just at the time we thought we were at the end of our story, it's looking like it's revved up all over again. And, we probably have at least a couple of more chapters to tell.
Awesome. And I'm very
exactly.
honored. Honored.
Exactly. Go ahead, Will.
Honored to be the part of the foot that kicked y'all back in gear.
Yeah, you guys.
Absolutely.
You guys were the first ones. You were the first ones that still believed in us, that called up, and I appreciate that. We've been real lucky to have some great friends, some great relationships, and some great, really faithful, loyal fans who have stayed with us for 30 years, and they've just been patient, when are you guys playing again? When are you going to get it going again? Well, and my answer for the last 3 years has been never. It's done. Let's move on to something else. And now it's very rewarding, and it's very humbling, and it's an honor to be in this position, seeing it happen all over again. If I can get really serious on you for a second, so I appreciate you.
That
and if I can get serious as well.
Magical show. It just goes to show what a magical show that we are, because we're a show that brings bands back together. We're a band that kicks other bands onto the Billboard charts after they've done our show. I mean, we are magical. We are
magical,
we are just
like little fairies spreading little pixie dusts everywhere.
That's it, man.
I don't know about the fairy thing, but
Will and Thunder, the magical little fairies spreading pixie dust. I think that would be a good slogan
fairies?
for you guys.
I think that we.
I'm not wearing a tutu. I'm not wearing a tutu. I'm not wearing a tutu or wings.
I keep trying to do a sound bite, but everybody keeps talking over them, so I'm just going to say fuck it.
And let me say something real quick.
I have pity.
You have also inspired us, too. I mean, when you came on the first time and your first book there, and your writings, they're very inspirational, too. And for someone who's in the rock industry, to read one of these books to see what you've gone through to get to where you are, and the things you've gone through, it really inspired me, take a double check on who you are and just look at things. So, don't lay that on the line, off the line right there. I mean, that's phenomenal. And us getting you guys to get back together and play a little bit of music, that's awesome, man. But you've also, and you've inspired a lot of people, especially in the Central Florida area with your music. You've got so many, guys that sit there and they're looking, watching you play and go, that's what I want to do. I want to be a musician. Because you are the best front man.
We've been hearing a lot of those kind of stories lately, which is very, very cool to hear. But the other tip of the hat that I have to you guys is, not only did you, were the catalyst in re-energizing our band, but you allowed me to come on the show and not only talk about the band and rock and roll, but you allowed me to come on the show and discuss in great detail the ministry work that I'm involved in. I'm back with the band and we're doing rock and roll, and that's a lot of fun, but my life focus is still Jesus Christ. And a lot of radio shows don't want to hear that. When they bring the serious guy on, they don't want to hear about Jesus. And you guys were very cool and very hospitable and allowed me to discuss that. And I've got a couple of Christian living books that are out now that have been doing very well. And you allowed me that opportunity to discuss both sides of my life, the rock and roll as well as the ministry. And you guys deserve a lot of credit for that. I really am very, very grateful to both of you fellas.
Well, because here's the deal, because it's not just about rock and roll here. It's about the artist and what their heart's in. I mean, we had a band on here that was very political, and we let them speak their mind and express their views as well. The thing about our show right here is not just about the music. It's about the person and who you are and what your views are. And we want to put that out there because we want to be like you're sitting on a couch and talking to you. We want our listeners to hear who you are, not what you are as a band, not what what you're wearing, what guitar do you play, who does your sound.
Hold on there, Thunder. What Dead Lee Serios is wearing is a good topic of conversation because
it's extremely relevant.
I understand that. I understand that.
Well, not only that though, I think it's important too for fans out there to listen to the artist speak and get to know them as the person, because I think we all have this inability sometimes to separate the celebrity from their persona, from who they really are. And I think it's cool when the artist gets a chance to tell us about what they do when they're not up on stage being a character or a personality or whatever it is we associate them with whenever we see them on stage or think of them as a musician. So I think it's really cool to sit down and get to know, this is what we do when we're not being dead serious or whatever, and stuff like that. This is something that is different from that. And I think it's a good chance for fans to get to know you as a person. And, these people are human beings, too. They do normal, everyday things like you and me, and, they're not that much different than I am.
Right. It's anti-paparazzi style. I mean, I don't want to take a picture of you and say, oh, this is what I think is what's happening here. No, tell me what's happening. Tell me what's going on in your mind. Tell me how you feel. You know what? I want to know how you react every day to how does this make you feel? What do you like to eat? I mean, that's being generic there, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, that honest, pure approach that all three of you have really comes across, not just as an artist who's been fortunate enough to be a guest on your show, but I'm also a fan of your show. I listen to the Will and Thunder show, and because there's value in what the three of you are doing, and I enjoy listening to it for the very reasons that Christiana just so eloquently laid out. It's a fun show. It's unique. It's pure and honest, and I'm a fan of yours.
You know what? And years ago when I was a teenager and in my early 20s, and I was religiously, and I hate to use that word, but going to see Dead Serious, and I was a huge fan of you guys, man. Joe Del Corvo, I thought was one of the greatest bass players I'd ever seen in my life, and I wanted to be like him. And to hear
I still do.
Oh, absolutely. But, I mean, for you to say that you're a fan of ours, you don't know how much that makes me happy right there. To do something on, this artistic level and, and you to be a fan. It really, that's the best, that's the best I can ever get right there, is to have someone that I respect.
Well,
as an artist.
Well, for those of us who are in this line of work, or particularly in my line of work, quote unquote, where I'm the listener, I'm not the musician, and I know that's how I feel whenever I interview somebody whose music I follow and who I admire or respect. It is a nice feeling. Wow, these people actually like what I'm doing and are behind whatever
it's amazing. It's amazing. That's right.
Yeah.
Because the radio show is not much different from doing a band in that you get up on stage, and I think a lot of people think that it just happens, and it doesn't. There's a lot of hard work and preparation, and as a fan of your show, listening to you guys, I can hear the amount of work and preparation and the heart and soul that you guys have put into it. And having Christiana on board, she's such a tremendous addition to the cast, and it's just really kicked up that appeal factor even further. So I understand how hard you guys work, and I just want you to know that the quality shines through to people, or at least it certainly does to me.
And we appreciate it more than anything, and we appreciate Christiana more than you know right there.
Yeah. And she is a tremendous addition.
She's definitely the missing piece.
Yeah. Well put.
And you guys are going to end up giving me an ego that puts Axl Rose to shame. I'm a little bit afraid.
Well, you guys are all three hardworking professionals, and everybody who does hard work deserves encouragement. That's so much not about inflating egos, but just recognizing the value of your work and just wanting to encourage you for all three of you for coming together and for a job well done. It's just just about encouragement.
Well,
right, and it's good to know that the audience out there is appreciating what we're doing.
Exactly.
A lot of times,
I'm going to tell you something.
When you're in our position, sometimes you get a little isolated and you're in this bubble and you kind of wonder, is anybody out there really listening to this, and does anybody really like this, or is anyone into what we're doing? So it's always cool to hear feedback from people.
After a year, you guys can see the audience building. I see the comments about the show and social media, and you guys are getting it right. It's a slow build, but particularly Will and Thunder, having been there from the beginning, they can see that growth process where it was a year ago when they launched this and where the show's at now. And
if you go back,
something for all three of you to feel very proud of and accomplished in.
I went back and I listened to one of the really early shows, and it's kind of painful to listen to.
and I understand that, but this is one of those things where it is a growing process, just like if you're in a band. And Chris, I understand that you've never been in a band, but us three being together and getting cohesive and learning how to do this together by listening to each other and hearing when something tails off and it's your turn to talk, that's the way it happens right there. It's same with a band. It's listening to how your drummer is, and that's how the bass player, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to play this here. And, your guitar player and your singer, builds off that or whatsoever. It's very similar in ways. But, I mean,
a lot of things in life can be, a lot of things in life can be compared to band experiences. It's a team. At its core, you're talking about being a team, and that can be, the people you work with at Subway. That can be people in your youth ministry group at church. That could be people on your bowling team, in your band, on your radio show. It's about people and relationships and connecting.
It's all about teamwork. And I'm going to tell you something right now. Dad, if you don't make it, I mean, if Lee Serios was never to play another show again, you have a job as a motivational speaker. I'm telling you right now.
Well, I believe in people. There's two things about my life right now that I focus on every day, and that's my belief in Jesus Christ and my belief in people, and to encourage people, inspire people, bring light to their lives and not darkness. There's power in our words, and I don't try to fill people with false flattery. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about recognizing people and the best qualities and encouraging them to move forward with those qualities. I'm in the people business. I love people, and I'm whether it's through the band or through my books or through the church ministry or missionary trips or whatever, my focus after Jesus is encouraging people.
Well, I'll tell you what. You're one of the best I've ever heard at it right there, because I'm telling you right now, I have not felt this lifted up in a long time, and it's not just what you said about the show. It's just the way you speak and the way you, have the light you have on life right now is amazing.
It's just, it's just how I live now, and I haven't always been this way. I used to be a very unpleasant person to be around, and I used to be filled with a lot of darkness and a lot of negativity, and I was not a good person, and once I finally connected and established that real relationship, and I'm not talking about religion, I'm talking about relationship, and there's a huge difference. Once I really harnessed that beautiful personal relationship with Jesus Christ, the light came on, that darkness, all of that anger, all of that garbage sort of fell off, and I just want to love people, and help them out, and I think that's just where I'm at now, and that ain't me. That's a testament to the power of Jesus and how he works through us, which is not religion. Religion is a bogus trip that people have made up that's about rules and regulations and condemnation. Religion is designed to push people away from God, to push people away from Christ. Religion is a punch in the mouth. Relationship is a lovely hug. A relationship draws you in close. Religion punches you in the face and kicks you in the seat of the pants and pushes you away. And there is a big difference. And unfortunately, people mistake religion for being God. But it was the religious people at the time who crucified Jesus. Jesus didn't even like religion. So I just want to show Jesus to people through loving them. You can stand on a street corner or at a pulpit and preach till you're blue in the face. Nobody wants to preach that. So instead of talking Jesus, the key is for Christians is to show them Jesus. And you show that through love, kindness, compassion, forgiveness, understanding. That's what it's all about, And
Absolutely.
I think when people are sort of squeamish or turned off by the notion of God or Jesus Christ, I don't think anybody has a problem with Jesus. They have a problem with these notions that men have created about what that means. And that's all wrong. And that's what I like to do now, particularly with my books. My book ministry is sort of use my stories as like a sledgehammer to break down those walls of religion. Because when you break down those walls, brick by brick by brick, what you see clearer and clearer and clearer is Jesus standing there with his arms open and ready to hug us, And that's a lovely, lovely gift, and it's a free gift, and it's available to all of us. It's really a no-brainer. It's that simple. It's grace, forgiveness, kindness, love. Who doesn't like that? I mean, you got to be a real hard-hearted jerk to be against kindness, compassion, love, patience, understanding, and
right, and that can be for everything. It doesn't necessarily always, and not everybody is spiritual or religious, but I think we can all get behind that. And but actually, the way that you're describing that, even though you're usually using it to refer to a spiritual context, that's actually the way I feel about sharing my love of music. And this is why I do what I do. And I don't get paid for any of this. I don't get paid to do the Will and Thunder show. I don't get paid to write at Sonic Cathedral. But I do it because I love music, and to me it's so special about sharing the love of the music. And just as you were saying about religious people or religion sometimes often being more about preaching and less about the actual message, I kind of feel that that's why I became a reviewer, because I got so tired of reviewers and rock journalists or writers always being very snarky and, high and mighty with this attitude of, look how cool I am because I hate everything. And that wasn't, to me, my attitude is more, I want to do this because I want to share what I love with other people. I want them to see what's out there that they might get into, that's out there that's different, that they might like, rather than complain about the same old stuff over and over again, because everybody's doing that. Everybody complains about how this or that band sucks.
Christiana, if I can offer you something, your passion that you're speaking of is so lovely, and it shines through. I've been to your websites, and that is what I found so engaging about you, is that it is that very pure and honest, uncompromising passion. This is something that you love, and that shines through. Every intention that you have, your motives, those honest, pure motives, shine through to your readers. Because a couple of days ago, I wouldn't have known you. And even as a stranger, your work, the honest purity shined to me. So well done on that. You're accomplishing your personal mission very well.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't know if, I kind of feel life is a constant journey. It's not really, I don't know if this is my ultimate destination, but this is part of where I'd like to go. So
sure.
This is what I love to do, and it'd be great. Sure, it would be great if I got paid to do this, or if this could be to other things that are more
that'll come
financially or whatever profitable. but I would still do this for nothing. I've been doing it just for the love of the music. To me, that's payment and reward in itself.
Well, I see everything that the three of you are involved with, and how you're driven and motivated, and I don't think any of the three of you can possibly miss. You know, when your motives are so, your desires are so purely and honestly driven, you can't miss. So, you know, props to all three of you. Well done.
Well, no, props to you as well for being having the drive that you have. Because you're very much the same way. You have your drive and your passion and what you're into, and you focus on that. That's what you want to do, and this is what you're about, and you're all about sharing, not about preaching or shoving an agenda down somebody's throat. You're about sharing, which I think is so important. There's so much of a difference between, because I see that a lot with music fans. They're always about, no, you have to listen to this, or this is what I like, so you have to like it too, and no, there's a difference. When you come at somebody like that, they don't want to hear what you're interested in. That they're going to be turned off immediately just because, God, just, get off it already, But when you come at them and say, this is what I want to share with you, this is what I love, and I hope you love it too, then they're a little more open to give it a try.
And the cool thing for how that relates to our band is that regardless of where my faith center is, just to show the difference between, religion will say, well, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't. But even despite where I'm at faith-wise, Dead Serious is 20 times heavier, more hard-hitting. Not only have we not been diluted because of my faith position since we've been reborn, if I can use that term in the Dead Serious context.
That's right.
Since we've been born again, but we're more hardcore than ever. I thought I was going to have a flippin' heart attack on stage at 80s in the Park. We went out there, we smashed the stage to pieces. It was great. We are a better, more intense band now than we were when we were kids in our 20s.
I can't see that. I can't see that happening. So I can't wait.
Thunder, if
but
you had been, I wish
your maturity as musicians as well, because I
absolutely.
often find the same is true for bands that I'm into. I find that I am much more into what a band's doing when they're older and have had several albums under their belt and are more confident about what they're doing, rather than, not that there's anything wrong with seeing up-and-coming bands. It's great. There's a different sort of energy. But when I become a fan of a certain band and I watch them grow, I find that it's more enjoyable for me to see them at the peak of their maturity, because it seems that they're more creative. They have more. They're not so hung up on what they think everybody else wants from them. They just do what they want, and they're free.
Music at its core is storytelling.
Absolutely.
And the longer you've been around and you become more mature, a better musician, a better songwriter, you have more life experiences to draw from. You've got deeper and more meaningful stories. There's a lot to be said for the pissed off angst that a 19-year-old kid has in his first band. But there's and I'm so glad, Christiana, that you said that, because there is just as much or more value in the old dudes who have the stories to tell, the life experiences,
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, in the words of Trent Reznor, he said after he became rich and famous, he was like, everything I had to be pissed off about, I don't have anymore. I mean, I wrote angry songs because I was broke and starving, and I don't have that anymore. So now you have to dig deeper, and, what else do I have to say that's not being pissed off and starving, So it really pushes you to...
Let's go ahead and we've got we're cutting it close on.
You've got real guests coming on tonight. I've taken up way
you are a real
guest.
Time. Excuse me.
But
I've taken up too much of your time. I appreciate you for letting me squeeze in tonight, and I apologize to your next guest.
We're not kicking you off yet.
Well, I'm looking at the clock, and I don't want to be disrespectful to your next guest, because I'm very excited.
They haven't even called in yet.
Okay, I'm excited to hear what all they have going on. So I don't want to be disrespectful.
Well, real quick before Will plays the song, real quick, I got to give a huge shout out to my best friend Christina. It's her birthday today. I love you. I hope you're listening. I'll talk to you after the show. Happy birthday.
Yay, happy birthday.
Yay.
From the Will and Thunder Show.
That's
All
right.
That's fun.
Now,
So the big thing, not only is it Chris's friend's birthday, but today is also the day we released our new single. It's the first new Dead Serious record in 20 years.
Wow.
Awesome.
And it just hit CD Baby today. If you go online, the song, it's a tender-hearted love song. It's called Buster's Got a Booger. And you go on CD Baby, look us up, Dead Serious, Buster's Got a Booger. There it is, 99 cents. It's budget priced because we believe in our fans. We want to keep things as affordable as possible. You go on CD Baby. It was just released this morning, our first new single in 20 years, and it's a heartwarming delight.
All right,
Congratulations! I cannot wait to hear it.
Oh, we're gonna play it right
How's
now.
How's that for a guy in Christian ministry? I got a new record out called Buster's Got a Booger.
Hey, you know what? We love you and God loves you, and thank you so much. God bless you, man. I appreciate everything that you
I'm just here to rattle the cage. Thunder,
Look,
I'm
man,
just rattling some cages, baby. That's what I do.
You're fantastic, man.
I'd like to invite your listeners to find Dead Serious on Facebook. We're facebook.com/Dead Serious, and there is no U in Serious. It's Serios. So it looks like Dead Serios. So find us at Facebook. Check us out at CD Baby. We're also on Reverb Nation, reverbnation.com/Dead Serious. We've got videos and audio links on Reverb Nation. It's all free. Just visit us, like us, check us out. So there we are. We're CD Baby with our new single today. Reverb Nation with a lot of fun links and whistles and bells, and then we're at Facebook. And I encourage people to reach out to us and like us and send us messages. We have enjoyed beautiful personal connections with our fans for 30 years, and we'd like to continue moving forward with people even as we move into our next 30 years.
I just want to say right now, anybody who's out there who you think you had a relationship with a band that you fell in love with, and you think that you really have something there, you have no idea what you've missed if you were not in Central Florida in the 80s and 90s and 2000s with this band right here, because they are phenomenal. And you, my friend, Dead, are one of the most articulate, smartest, greatest people I've ever met in my life, and I am honored to know you and call you a friend.
That's very kind of you to say, and I feel the same way about all three of you now. With Chris part of your team, I feel like I've got three great friends now with the Will and Thunder show. So thank you guys to everybody, and anybody who missed Dead Serious the first time around. We're back at it. We're out there. There's videos and audio links. Nobody has to miss anything. Find us, and we'll bring you back up to speed again.
Do me one favor, real quick.
Yeah,
I gotta hear it. I got to hear, we're not joking. This is Dead Serious.
We're not joking. We're Dead Serious.
Beautiful.
And for the first time heard anywhere, right here, premiering on the Will and Thunder Show, this is Buster's Got a Booger by the legendary Dead Serious. We'll be right back.
Look, no one will ever take you seriously after this. How can they take you seriously? In this business, you either got to play the blues or sing with a high voice.
You're right.
Buster ain't a sexy
crazy guy. When he starts picking, snot starts to fly. He can shape them, he can mold them, he can wipe them around. He's got some in his collection weighing 22 pounds. Buster's got a booger, he loves to pick and blow. Buster's got a booger, the size of Toledo. Buster's got a booger, you hear what I say? Buster's got a booger, so get out of his way. When he comes over, he's a pleasant guest. He tries to be polite, he tries to do his best. He doesn't fart or belch or scratch his balls. He just wipes big boogers on my bathroom walls. We took him to a doctor, we took him to a priest. Then Buster started picking and he began to feast. It's no wonder why we're his favorite band, though even till this day I won't shake his hand. He loves to pick and blow. Buster's got a booger the size of Toledo. Buster's got a booger, you hear what I say? Buster's got a booger, so get out. Hey!
All right, that of course was the legendary Dead Serious with the world premiere of their the newest single, Buster's Got a Booger. Tell me, Chris, what did you think? I gotta know.
It was hilarious. I thought it was great.
Now we've had a caller on for a while, but they hadn't pressed the cue button. We've got a couple of minutes before we bring in our next guest. If you want to, whoever that is, if you want to talk for a couple seconds, just go ahead and press that 1 key.
I was just about to ask who this is, so let's find out.
Well, they're not.
What are the guests that you're talking about?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Yes,
Hi,
you're
can you hear
speaking
me?
with.
This is Professor Slaughter with heavy metal polka band Kranken Welpen.
All right.
I believe we are the guests that you're speaking of.
Yeah,
Well, welcome.
That was interesting. I'm glad to
welcome
see
to the Will and Thunder Show.
People in your studio.
Oh yeah, we pay them well.
Yeah, we have the most enthusiastic fans on the planet.
You're filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Yep.
We are. And when I clap, they're supposed to, but it works out most of the time, so we do pretty well.
Well, just don't mix up any of the cues. If we say something funny, we do not want everyone to start crying for no reason.
Well, welcome into the Will and Thunder Show, man, and happy Oktoberfest to you, man.
Happy Oktoberfest.
Yeah, your music's all about Oktoberfest.
So, before we kickstart this, why don't we go ahead and play the first song? Does that sound like a plan?
That sounds like a plan. Let's hear a little bit from. Now, how do you pronounce your band's name so we can say it correctly for the rest of the show?
Kranken Welpen.
Kranken Welpen.
Kranken Welpen. That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought so too. Look, I know very little German. I took it in high school for 1 semester. So, Guten Tag, wie geht's?
Ja, guten Tag.
Es geht mir gut.
I said there's a gute Nacht, no?
Yeah, exactly. Guten Nacht, wie geht's? Let's play your music, and das ist good.
Wunderbar.
This one's called Meet Me in the Bahamas, MEAT. So, let's get it going.
Meet me in the Bahamas. This is beautiful. All right, let's do this.
want to go to the Bahamas.
And it was pretty cool. Who was that?
I've never heard that song before.
Well,
you
No, I'm just kidding.
Wouldn't that be horrible?
So like,
if we
please
weren't
don't tell
speaking?
me that I got the wrong files.
Dude. That would be so awesomely awkward. Be like, that's not us. Be like, really? They have the same name. No, anyway.
Just don't rickroll it. You know, you're the, hey, this is Meet Me in the Bahamas from Kranken Welpen. Do. No, nothing.
Awesome.
It's really unfamiliar.
Well, you gotta tell us a little bit about your band and how did you guys get started, and what was the motivation to do this particular theme of, polka metal?
We were born.
And then we got drunk.
And it all just happened from there.
I've got a lot of stories about that whole situation right there. Some has to do with music, but there's some other things that I can't say on the radio.
We censored? Do we have to watch what we say? That could be difficult. I'm known for throwing down F-bombs unnecessarily.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to worry about that. We are on internet radio, so you can say fuck as much as you want.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's fucking
There's no
right.
FCC. This is not FCC regulated. This is an internet radio, so you can say, you know what, I fucking got born, and then I fucking got a guitar, and I was listening to some fucking music and decided to play some fucking polka.
You
and here's
just
our next
explained
song,
our whole story. Thank you.
So you're wide open right here.
We were
This is
fucking bored. There was a bottle of fucking champagne and Stolichnaya vodka. We were riding on an electric floor buffer, and then polka metal was born.
Yeah, that's about right.
Sounds awesome.
That's fucking beautiful. A floor buffer? You were riding a floor buffer? I love those things. The ones that got the handle right there and they got the big disc on the bottom?
Oh, yeah, it's like a giant...
I've always wanted to ride one.
On a linoleum floor.
I always wanted to ride it. The ones that use in the grocery store all the time.
Absolutely, yes. It is fantastic.
And they do circles as fast as you can. Oh, I would love to do that.
Now, Thunder,
yeah,
please,
probably.
Please don't show up at one of their shows with a floor buffer.
I will show up with a floor buffer. And how cool would that be? In one of their shows, a floor buffer right in the middle of the mosh pit, and I could just put my hands out and fuck everybody up?
Hell yeah.
Why hasn't anybody done this?
Windmill?
Floor buffer in the middle of the mosh pit.
And then that's right. And I'll sit there on the floor buffer with one hand on the, throttle right there, my other hand out, knocking people out, and I'll just yell Farfanugan. It'd be fucking awesome.
And as soon as the
Really?
8 seconds are up...
And what I'm going to do, I'm going to wear a necklace. You remember that rapper that used to wear the clock? I'm going to get one of them big old VW signs that used to be on the buses right there, and I'm just going to fuck everybody up with my floor buffer. That would be awesung.
I think you guys now have your ultimate mascot fan right now.
You do right here.
Get soft.
And I'll just go in circles screaming. I'll just go in circles screaming as I'm knocking people out. Farfanugan and Das is good.
Your new name's Kranken Midget? Is that what we're going to call you now?
You can call me whatever. Or Das is Thunder. Das is Thunder.
Awesome.
And everybody will know to stay away from the guy with the buffer right there.
Our next show. We need to make a couple phone calls to make sure we get the fucking floor buffer there.
That's right. Well, shit. Well, all right, man. Well, you guys are in California. I'll let you know when I'm on my way there.
Well,
or the next show
hurry.
will be the floor buffer, and then when we play Citizens Bank Arena, we'll get the Zamboni.
Fuck yeah. We need
That's right. That's even better right there. You're going to give me something with a real motor in there, a Zamboni? Oh, shit, that would be awesome right there.
Now,
we need to get this on DVD or something.
You really need to be careful. You really need to be careful with giving me, stuff with power, power equipment or vehicles or whatever. I mean, seriously, it'd be fun. I ran somebody over with a lawnmower.
I think Kevin's the one that almost whacked somebody's foot off with a lawnmower. Is that what we were talking about earlier?
Yes.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, Kevin Thunder, I ran somebody over with a lawnmower at a show.
The problem is it was a manual.
It was a manual lawnmower. It wasn't a riding lawnmower. I mean, it wasn't.
It's like the salad shooter where you throw a head of lettuce at the lawnmower. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Anybody ever tried that? Throwing a head of lettuce into a lawnmower?
No, but
I've not tried that.
No, but I have a feeling Thunder's going to try it this weekend.
No, it would be polka metal if it was a head of cabbage.
Yeah, that's how we make, sauerkraut. We throw like a head of cabbage into a lawnmower and have it aim into a pot of boiling water.
While firing a flare gun at it.
Yeah.
Look, I love you guys already because we're talking about power tools and food. I mean, this could be fun.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll race you. You get the Zamboni, I'll get a scissor lift, and not only goes like 4 miles an hour, because it runs in hydraulic, whatever you hit is fucking destroyed. Nothing can stop you.
That's it.
Look. All right, look now. I'm starting to draw on a paper in front of me right now the different destruction we can come up with right here with a Zamboni and a scissor lift.
I have a feeling their stage show is just going to be so much more awesome now because
you guys thought you saw something cool when you. Oh yeah, you thought you guys saw something cool when you went and saw Guar? Really? Oh, just wait till I break out the scissor lift and the Zamboni.
All right, here's what we'll do. We'll get the forklift. We'll forklift the Zamboni on top of the scissor lift.
And then we'll have the running of the bulls.
Yes.
We'll have the running of the bulls.
On ice too. Polka metal on ice with power tools and things of destruction.
Oh my God! And then we got to get Thunder on ice too, which is just—it's going to take.
And the cool thing is you'll have a guy in the middle of the floor right there, like 4 guys holding one of those augers right there in the middle of the ice with ice skates, so they're doing circles so fast they can't stop.
No, you know what?
And put a baseball bat in the middle.
Yeah, windmilling.
What Thunder would
I could go on with this all day long.
Thunder on ice.
When
you said Thunder on ice, the first thing I thought of was him.
Don't you say anything about me in tights right now, because I swear to you, I'll hop on an airplane and I'll whoop you tomorrow.
I wasn't.
Don't you even?
I wasn't.
I want to hear about the tights.
Okay.
Yeah, Phil.
Not today, brother. Not today.
I wasn't going to. Are you trying to tell us something?
No. I just know you, and I know how you like to. I know how you like to dig into my gut, talking about how the bass player gets shot twice, and you thought it was fucking funny.
Yeah, Thunder's a bass player. So, does your bass player have this problem, or has he ever been shot, or because we were talking about that earlier. Jerry Lee Lewis's bass player got shot. How he
twice.
shot him and twice. So we're wondering, does your bass player have any of those problems? Or yeah, I think you guys are pretty nice.
I'm the bass player. How many times have I been shot?
You know what? God love you, brother. Hey, look. What's your name, brother?
I am Professor Slaughter.
It's Professor
Slaughter, right?
And he's Thunder. Yeah, Kevin is Thunder.
I am Thunder. They call me the Thunder Midget.
Thunder Midget.
Yeah, I'm 5'6", man. If I don't make it in the radio business, I'm gonna join midget wrestling as a giant.
All right, well, don't shoot us both out of cannon. Hey, you're a bass player too? Okay, we've both been shot out of a cannon at least once, then.
Yep.
Good time to sleep.
Well, now I have to ask you guys, because we're already on this topic, it seems, and I have to wonder, because we have a segment of our show where every band talks about their Spinal Tap moments. So now I have to know what your Spinal Tap moments are.
Wow, that would be us with drummers.
Yeah, how many fucking drummers have we gone?
Please go to 11. You can't press that.
Spinal Tap, second.
What's wrong with being sexy?
He died. He died in a bizarre gardening accident. Thousands of people spontaneously combust each year.
Hello, Cleveland! Hello, Cleveland!
All right, let's hear it. Let it rip.
Which time when a drummer turned into a little green globule, or
are you listening?
The one that was rested, the one that went insane.
Well, there's got to be some stories in y'all's history as far as crazy things, mishaps, and whatnot that have happened while you guys are on stage or whatever.
I think maybe me tripping over wires, even though I'm wearing a wireless unit on my bass, might count.
I think one of my favorite moments would be we were playing Oktoberfest up in Big Bear, which is, they never have heavy metal bands. In 43 years, we were the only band that's ever been shut down for a mosh pit. And my favorite thing was the sound man radioing all the security saying, "It's happening!"
Wow.
So you guys were the first.
We were the first.
That's awesome.
The whole thing was actually very Spinal Tap-esque. Actually, you remember when they're doing the jazz improv routine at the fair?
Yes.
It was kind of like that because we're playing in front of a giant bounce house, and around the corner is somebody deep frying cookie dough all day long, and they're just bringing us shit all day long. Like, here, try this and tell them over the microphone how good they are.
Yeah, so we're getting drunk and vomiting cookie dough on stage.
That's so metal.
I think our drummer probably had like 16 deep fried cookie dough.
I wonder
so
what
your
that
first,
tastes like.
so your first drummer died of
cookie dough
insulin
poisoning.
sugar
It
shock.
was natural causes.
Well, actually,
I had nothing to do with it. I was cleared of all charges.
Let's do this.
You were over there telling him, just keep bringing him cookie dough right now. Bring him cookie dough.
Well,
it's happening.
Let's see, cookie dough.
He's got diabetes, but he can't help himself.
Nope.
We need a new drummer. No.
Let's go through our drummers as quickly as possible of everything. Let's see. Our first was a full-blood Aztec Indian, and I'm currently looking at a talisman that we used to ward him off. His drums and his cymbal fall off a cliff. Apparently that joke is only funny in coffee shops or on radio shows. Outside of that, fucking nothing.
Well, actually, you don't know our show because we enjoy stuff like that. That's funny as can be.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
we'll
we have
to tell
a
you some
sick
of my
sense of humor
horrible
over here.
We're a little sick and twisted, so it's okay.
Thunder always says we're the Spinal Tap of radio, so there you go.
Well, we are right there. I mean, we do what we can here.
Now wait a minute. I have to interject something here. I have to interject something.
Go ahead.
Because I think you guys should be charged with attempted murder of that poor drummer because it says very clearly on the cookie dough wrapper, not to be consumed while raw.
Hold on one second here. You're saying, hold on. We'll stop for a second here. We did a segment earlier on the, what happened in week's history, and you talked about how funny it was that Jerry Lee Lewis shot his bass player twice. You never once said that he should be brought up for murder, and you're talking about with a talisman and some fucking cookie dough? Are you fucking crazy?
They don't have a warning label on guns.
My wife will not let my kids eat. Hold on, my wife will not let my kids eat cookie dough because it might have salmonella in there. Now,
really, you said that his bass player was shot, and now you're saying Jerry Lee Lewis shot him himself.
He shot him twice.
That's what we were talking about earlier. Was a news story because we do a rock history segment, and that was the rock history moment of this week. Is that back in the day, Jerry Lee Lewis shot his bass player twice. Trying to show him what a good shot he was, and I guess the second time he wanted to get the message across or something. But so Thunder's a little mad about that.
Yeah, I am mad about it. I'm a bass player here.
That actually. Because she cracks a whip on stage during our Drunken Sled Dog song, which you should play at some point. It's one of our crowd favorites. She'll crack a whip on stage and a lot of times. Fantastic. Well, this could be possibly an introduction to that. The whip crack that you hear is the whip crack of her that we had recorded. And what we'll usually do a lot of times before shows or even on stage, I'll hold out a business card either with my fingertips or in my teeth for her to crack out. I have a few scars left, but trust.
Wow, really? Dude, you got balls, man. You put it in your teeth? And you let her crack a whip?
I put them in my zipper one time, and that's just fucking over.
Wow, look, you know what? Hey, God love you, brother.
But that's
God love you.
Trust, though.
And I'm glad that she's good with that whip. Because that right there, look, I'm just mentally conceiving that whole thing right there. And if she was just a little off right there, are you going to play the show after that?
Oh, yes. I've played shows with a raw, bloody hand before from doing that ahead of time in the parking lot.
I'm not talking about your hand.
Look. Women should have a skill.
I understand what you're saying there, brother, and I understand with a bloody hand. I've played with hurt fingers and all that, and but this is a different situation. That's not a raw, bloody hand if it's in your zipper. That's a different appendage right there. And you know what? And first of all, it's not indigenous. It doesn't have any joints right there. And if you got hit with that with a bullwhip.
All right. Let's start this interview over. I'll take out the voice modulator and reintroduce myself. Not going well.
No, it's going very well. Actually, this is fun.
Do you guys want us to play the Drunken Sled Dog song then, since now that you mentioned it? Do you want to just have the fans out there listen to the... What's that?
Whatever works for you.
All right. Well, we got some time. It gives us more time to chat and do Spinal Tap stuff after the song. So yeah, if you want to introduce the song, well, you guys already did with the whip. So let's hear it. The song is called "Drunken Sled Dog" on the Will Thunder Show. Kranken Welpen.
Nice. Loosely based on a true story.
All right, that was Drunken Sled Dog from Kranken Welpen. That's awesome. That was an awesome tune.
Hey, Will and Chris, do me a favor. Do me a favor real
Why
quick.
did they not sign to Nuclear Blast Records?
I don't know.
Let's work on
I really don't.
Yeah, there's a goal. We should be touring Europe and sign to Nuclear Blast.
Hey, Thunder.
Well,
how are we doing on getting Kranken Welpen signed to Nuclear Blast Project?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We were just talking to our earlier guest, and the Will and Thunder Show is responsible for getting their band back together. And we just had a band recently who, after being on our show, they ended up on the Billboard chart. So you never know. Maybe after doing our show, you will get a call from Nuclear Blast. You never know.
Kranken Welpen, KrankenWelpen at AOL.com. Just in case anyone's listening. Yeah, we're the last AOL users.
Very last.
No, I still have an AOL email address.
But are you still paying for it?
You still do, but it hasn't registered yet. You still have an AOL account? Is it still registered?
I don't pay it. I mean, it's free. It's just, I sign up for the free mail.
The mail is free and the browser is not.
Yeah, I prefer using an AOL browser because I enjoy constant frustration.
She just loves the dial-up
But during the break, during the song, Chaos sent me a video of Kranken Welpen versus the Man. So there's an interesting story about that. So why don't you go ahead and let us know? Because we put it up on our Facebook, but we're not going to be able to play the video on the show. So if you have a story about it, go ahead and let it rip.
One of our happy moments, where I was arrested on stage.
Really?
That's so metal.
We're not apparently supposed to sing songs about hating the fucking police. Oh, no.
Yeah, if you just start telling the police how much you hate them and poking them in the chest, and all of a sudden you're in handcuffs, I mean, please.
Yeah, that's going to happen. I don't know why they have such a problem with that. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know either.
Oh.
You try and plead your case, like, look, man, get away from me here. I have an opportunity to make a statement here, and you're kind of getting in the way right now.
So, incidentally, our bass player was shot.
Shut up right now. Hey, Will, real quick, Will, did you get my text?
I did.
All right, cool. Anyway, the whole shooting the baseline. Why is that so funny to everybody? Why is that so funny to everybody but me?
There should be
you're a bass player.
I shot the bases.
Look. Are we really that easily replaced? Oh, we only got 4 strings. Somebody else can figure it out. It's okay.
Are you upset that you haven't gotten shot yet, Thunder? Is that what it is? You feel
No. Actually, no. I've had plenty of shots. I own some immunized and all that. I've got plenty of shots. I don't need lead.
If you want to join the club, come on out here. We'll take you to Compton. I'll let you wear my really tall, pointy white hat.
No, that's hilarious right there. God dang. Look,
that would do it.
The original, hold on. The original Boys in the Hood.
Don't forget the floor buffer.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to run through Compton.
So we're going to ride a floor buffer.
Oh, now that's a video, right? Now, hold on. That's a video. That's a video opportunity right there of a guy with a KKK hood on a floor buffer running through Compton. And look,
have
you seen that?
Kranken Welpen, their polka cover of Straight Outta Compton with starring Thunder as the guy running through Compton in the floor buffer.
No. It'll be a stunt double. It'll be a stunt double because look, I'm not getting shot. And if that doesn't get you shot, I don't know what will. Riding a floor buffer through the streets of Compton. With a original.
Be so flabbergasted looking at what this crazy white guy. What is he doing? I don't think nobody's going to shoot you because they're going to be so boggled on the mind.
The only way I'll do that is if you, as my friends of the Will and Thunder Show, Will and Chris, buy me an AK-47 that I can have retrofitted to my floor buffer, so it looks like a tank. Then I'll do it.
This video is getting more and more metal as you go on.
It'd be funnier if I had a sign that said the original.
I thought you loved that.
Yeah, you're not willing.
I do, but I want to keep going on with this. I want to express myself longer than about 15 seconds.
My husband will stand there with a
look,
in his zipper.
No, I love you guys and I love you.
But you won't take a bullet.
That's not metal.
What kind of man won't take a bullet?
Okay. Somebody step up and say okay, then I'll take one.
Yeah.
What the hell? Why is this on me real quick? Hold on a second here. Here's a bass player. Can't get a fucking bullet. This is bullshit.
You're the bass player. You have to take the bullet. I can't take the bullet. I'm not a bass player.
Right.
You have to take the bullet.
I don't care.
I can't take the bullet because he runs the board.
Well, fuck it, then the show will end. I'm not taking a fucking bullet, dude. Look, I'm not running through Compton. I'm not running through Compton with a KKK hood on and saying I'm the original Boys in the Hood.
Well,
that would video.
That would wind up in a movie. That you want to know what?
Oh, exactly. But guess what? I don't want to be that famous.
Faces of Death.
You have to take risks.
No, look. I love you guys. I think what you do is fantastic. Guess what? As good as it is. No, hell no. I ain't taking a bullet for nobody.
Bringing Compton to you.
Oh, fuck, that's great. God dang it. And you guys probably have GPS, so you're going to find me tomorrow. God damn it, lederhosen and fucking AK-47s. I'm done with dinner.
Oh, that's right. You have to be wearing lederhosen, too. Lederhosen, and you have to be on the floor buffer with the KKK hat and lederhosen getting shot at in Compton, or all bets are off. That's it.
I'm the one that said Guten Tag. I'm the one that knew a little bit of German. Damn, you guys cut me some slack here. Kill the guy who doesn't know any German.
Guten Tag, and if the Gators seen it, and you're suddenly one of us.
Yeah.
No, I'm not one of you guys. I'm not.
Nigga at everybody right now.
Oh, fuck, I'm done like dinner. All right, can I at least say good night to my kids, man, before you guys come here and fucking get me?
I mean, they're on their way. I mean, Shamal's already on his way.
They're going to have those helmets. They're going to have those motorcycle helmets, the one that all the people who drive Harleys now, who think they're cool, with the little spikes on the top and the slides.
You mean like a Nazi piss helmet?
Oh, God damn it, I'm done like dinner.
Okay, so...
I'm so worried right now. Look, I'm scared. Look, all right, look. If they come into my yard on motorcycles and wearing helmets that look like 2-liter bottles of soda with a spike on the top, I'm going to run. Okay, this is bullshit.
This is getting more and more awesome as we go on. I mean, I'm seeing this.
I'm just doing what I can right here. Look, if I had my own HBO special, if we had our own HBO special right now, we'd be rich. Because if you can see the look on my face right now, and I know this is radio, but if you can see the look on my face, I'm really scared.
We need like an animated simulation of what's going on here.
I have no idea. And actually, I have no idea what's going on. You know what? I've had one too many alcoholic beverages, and now I'm getting scared that, you guys are going to come get me right here and use me as Oktoberfest. It's like, see? Yeah, that's as good. No, this is 9. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
No.
Just drink some schnapps and shut up and do it.
I know, exactly. Just,
Look. If you tell me, all right, I'll do whatever you say right now. Look, you win.
Now
you win
you're
right
talking.
Here. There we go. All right.
She has a whip, remember?
Yeah,
I know. Yeah. And that goes with it. And that goes with the name right there. Kranken Welpen. So that has to be cracking well in English. Because she's cracking the whip well right now, and you win.
Oh,
I'm going to listen to everything you say.
Is that what the band's name means in English? I didn't know.
It actually means sick puppies. They're
very cool.
Sick Welpen puppies, like the Welpen pup. Not the raising whelps like with a whip.
No, I like the raising whelps with a whip better.
Oh, very cool.
Now, they are the sick puppies of heavy metal.
Okay.
Well, we love you guys. And I love you more than any of these guys right here, I promise you. And you guys are in Southern California, and Chris lives right next to you guys.
Well, I live on the other side of the mountain, but yeah, I'm in the same general region as you guys. And, I actually not that long ago I was talking about how there's not a big femme metal scene or female-fronted metal scene in L.A., or at least not that I know of. And I think Kranken Welpen is the only band I know of that has a female singer that kicks ass, who's from the Los Angeles, Southern California area. So, anybody from anybody from my neck of the woods, you guys got to go check them out. And
Kranken Welpen is actually the only band in the area that kicks ass. Period.
Exactly. Well, who else is doing the polka metal? Nobody else has the balls to do it. You guys are doing it and sounding great, and I love it. I was, in fact, earlier in the show we were saying we've had you guys booked for this show for almost 3 months. That's how much we've wanted you to be on the show and to have you here. And we've just been so excited the whole time. We've been like, we can't wait to have you guys on the show because it's going to be so much fun.
Then why did it take you 3 months?
Yeah. Because we wanted you guys.
Well,
wanted you guys
honestly,
to be here for Oktoberfest.
you know what? Here's the deal. You guys are a polka metal band. And what is October? In most genres of the United States is Oktoberfest, where polka and where rock should be. You guys are a perfect fit right here, and you know what? You guys are fantastic at the music you do. And you know, it was fun joking around right there. But no, honestly, you guys are awesome. And the guitar riffs, I'm going to tell you right now, the guitar is so clean and monstrous, it's ridiculous. You guys have talent beyond.
Yeah, we want you guys to kick off Oktoberfest the right way, you know. So that's why we saved you for the best part of the year, right? I mean,
absolutely right here. I mean, and you guys paint yourself as the best Oktoberfest band ever, and I'm gonna put my stamp on that right here. Kevin Thunder from the Will and Thunder Show guarantees you as the best Oktoberfest band of all times right here. You guys, I mean, and honestly, the vocals are awesome. Guitar's so clean right there. You guys are tight. You guys have put thought behind this and have put a lot of work behind it. And the music shows it right there. I can hear it with the musicality and the vocals right there. It's awesome. I mean, you guys are not just an Oktoberfest band. You guys are a real band who's put a lot of work into what you guys do, and it's appreciated.
Well, let's try to do something to make a scene come back, because the heavy metal scene is so dismal and fucking stupid in this country that bands are floundering. Good bands are having such a hard time keeping their shit together because the clubs are crap. You know, people don't go out to shows anymore. They don't audition bands. Anyone can pay for a stage. They make you sell tickets. It's all pay to play, and it's fucking ridiculous. Somebody needs to go in and start kicking everyone's ass.
We agree 100% with you, the ideas right there, because, you know, there's so much of Justin Bieber and bullshit out there, and it's nice to have real metal music back in the States, and you guys are from Southern California. We've talked to bands from all over the world right here, and to have a band like you that's established in Southern California right here that plays real metal music, that's what we're about right here. You know, Chris has listened to metal music for her whole life, and she, you know, listens to it and writes about it. And then Will and I, who have played it, and, you know, are still a part of it. Well, we're not playing anymore, but we still listen and, you know, want to be a part of it. This is why we do this show right here, is to get bands like you and to get some listeners out there to understand that metal's not dead.
Yeah, in fact, I think it's more alive than ever because there are bands like you that are taking metal to other levels, that it's not just one particular sound. You guys are doing something else that no one else is doing, and making it even more metal, you know what I mean? Like all kinds of different things happening, and we're all about looking for the undiscovered gems out there that aren't getting the attention. Or why aren't you signed to Nuclear Blast? Because more people, we want to expose you guys to as many people as we can. So hopefully one of these days that will happen for you, and that would be fucking awesome.
And we hope so, because, you know, the shit that people are listening to now, you know, the kids, there's no soul in anything that anybody's listening to anymore. Everyone is just dropped out. They're dead in the head. It's like Prozac bullshit, shoegazing Bolshevik fucking garbage that people they have no energy, no enthusiasm. And then you're between a rock and a hard place with it, because you go to the club and people don't go to the club because the club has shitty bands and nobody goes out and the scene sucks. And then they have you at a festival like an Oktoberfest, and oh my gosh, you know, people are moshing and headbanging and getting too excited, and then they're like, oh my gosh, there's a liability issue with this, so shut them down. So what the fuck? You can't have a crowd, but if you do, they can't get excited. You know, when did everyone just start taking fucking Prozac and listening to bullshit and not getting excited and enthusiastic about things? People don't want anyone to get fucking excited about shit anymore, and it's crap. You know, kids need to say fuck you every once in a while. They need to have fun. Fuck all this pop bullshit and hip-hop garbage and crap, you know what I mean? Why not have a heavy metal make a comeback where kids can have a good fucking time, and it's not about just staring at your fucking feet.
Exactly. That is so well put right there.
And that's very
It's so well put right there. You know what? Live and enjoy, and get in there, get in the pit, and just play some music that has some meaning right there. Not, you know what? Look, I'm gonna shake my ass. I'm not doing it. Look, I'm gonna tell you a story right here, and I'm gonna tell you something that means something to me, and I'm gonna shove it in your face a little bit. That's what metal used to be right here. Let me show you something. I'm gonna show you a story. If I'm gonna tell a story, I'm gonna give it to you as hard as I can in your face.
Damn
and I miss
that's
that.
what metal should be.
Well, you know what helps that? What helps shoving that into kids' faces? Okay, if you're up on stage, and we're up on stage, right? We're performing. Right. We're the last of, say, for some stupid reason, like 8 other fucking bands that have bored the crowd to fucking tears. And then we get up there, destroying the fucking place, wearing fucking lederhosen, for fuck's sake. And they're excited, they're happy, they're thrilled that there's somebody actually moving on stage, but nobody's moving yet, right? Well, when the guy in the fucking lederhosen with spiked boots and a fucking accordion jumps off stage and starts moshing, you can't fucking deny that.
Exactly. And you know what? And I did that one time on a show. We had like 30 people in front of us, and we were playing, and I was a bass player, and I had a wireless on my bass right there. I jumped right into the pit right there. There was like 3 people moshing, and there was 20 people looking at us. I jumped off the stage, went in the pit, and I pulled my bass up to the side of my face, and I was trying to play, and I went there and moshed because you know what? That's what music's about, right? That's what fucking metal is.
Damn
get in there,
I'm in the pit
get
with
them
the
wild.
all the time.
And you know what? I ended up with a cut underneath my eye because I got elbowed in the fucking face. But you know what? It was one of the best shows that I felt I ever played right there. It was just fun. And I got the crowd into it.
Complete without bloodshed.
Oh, absolutely. And what you guys are doing right here, I mean, I love that whole style right there of the ideas of what you're doing. And as you said, it's about the show right there. It's about getting the people in there. And you play behind 8 people who can't get the crowd going. That's where it's all about right there. That's the fun, and that's what music is to me right there. It's not about me playing right here. It's about what you get out of it.
Well, damn straight. That's what it's about.
I've already got mine.
Play for myself. Well, quit jacking off and play for a fucking crowd.
Right, I play for myself right there. And if you're on YouTube and you're showing me that you can play any song that you want to, well, good for you. Get out there and show it to somebody else right there, and do it in a live venue right there.
Actually, Thunder, in most cases, when you've got these people sitting there that can play really well, and they're just putting themselves out on YouTube and everything, that usually doesn't translate very well onto a stage.
I understand that, but the thing is, when you're good and you're ready, you have to. I mean. You can go on YouTube all you want, man. You can sit there and you can play what you want to play. And when you're in the serenity of your bedroom, things are easy. But you know as well as I do, Will, that when you go play in front of a crowd of people right there and they're looking at you, it's a totally different thing. And it's a totally different feeling. Mm-hmm. You write a song and you think
that their energy.
Exactly. And that's when your song's the best it's ever been, is when you see somebody who puts a smile on their face, or somebody who gets up, somebody who jumps around, somebody who gets in the mosh pit. That right there is like, that's food for you. As a musician, that's food right there.
That's the difference of being an entertainer. To be an entertainer is his own breed of thing, where you feed off of the crowd, you feed off of the energy that your audience has.
Right.
A lot of people, they don't understand that, and we know a lot of very good musicians who get stage fright. They can't handle it. It's a breed of person who can be the musician and the entertainer. They can jump on the stage and put your best performance that you've ever had out there, because you're making people smile. You're making people excited. There's so much energy off of that. And that's what I don't like about these stupid clubs that will have 8 or fucking 10 bands play. It's fucking boring at that stage. Hollywood is doing this stand-up comedy even, where there's 25 fucking people that you have to sit there and listen to, and it's like, it's not even entertaining anymore. You're being held hostage at that point. You're waiting to see the one person.
Waiting to hear what you want to hear.
And you're fucked until you're waiting to see this. It's bullshit, and I really hate the way that they're making the scene right now. It's their fault. It's absolutely Hollywood's fault. It's the venue's fault. They want the bands to bring people. What are you, the fucking Grateful Dead? Everyone's going to travel around and watch every one of your fucking shows? How would you go play in another town if the club does not have its own vocal following? The club is a stationary fucking thing. A band travels around. The club should have people who like to go to that club. Well, you wouldn't have put everyone on a fucking tour bus and they're going to come around and watch every single one of our shows and pay every weekend to see that? It's ridiculous. Right. The clubs need to fucking buck up and fucking get their own people to come to the fucking club because they audition bands and they want to have a good reputation for having good musicians playing there, so people have someplace they want to go every Saturday night. You can't have them.
And the problem is the clubs. I understand what you're saying here. Now I'm in a small town right now, and you're right. And what the clubs do is they book whoever they can for the lowest prices, and they don't understand why Saturday night they've got 15 people in there.
Not even for the lowest prices. No, they expect you to pay. They want you to bring people. They want you to do the promotion. They want you to put it on your Facebook. They want you to give out flyers. They want you to sell the tickets. They don't do shit. I could make more money playing in my fucking living room with a kegger and having everybody give me $5 at the door. They can fuck off.
And then they turn around and wonder, why is Sunset Strip going away? Why are all these clubs getting shut down and being turned into fucking apartment buildings?
Closing. Every club is gone. The fucking
Key Club. The Key Club that reopened as a hip-hop club, and they had a shooting in the first week, I heard.
I think it was a bass player.
Yeah, they must have shot the bass player.
Yeah, that's fun.
They were probably asking for it.
Well.
And I want to say, too, and I always have to put this out there as much as
all
possible.
bass players are asking for it.
We're all asking for it. We're all just those smug fucking bass players with their 4 strings.
4 fucking strings.
I fucking love our fans. I love our fans for multiple reasons. 1, it's worth fucking doing it. 2, the fact that they can endure the music scene the way that it is and sit through the fucking bands to be able to make it through that miserable fucking hell.
You're a heavy metal soldier at that point.
That you've made it through to see Kranken Welpen. Thank you. You're fucking awesome, and you deserve a killer fucking show, and I'm going to give it to you every fucking night.
Bravo. Your fans,
I mean, honestly,
definitely.
I don't know why you guys are not out there touring with, because it's true, it's all about finding your audience, and I think that you guys would do so well with bands like, say, Ailstorm or Metalachi, those kinds of bands that also have a theme and do a different style.
Get home. I know, we're in the middle of the conversation. Hold on.
Whoa.
Did somebody get abducted by the aliens?
I think it was our drummer.
I think that their Compton people. I think that their Compton people showed up and over at Thunder's place.
Oh no!
Thunder, you all right, Fred?
Did Thunder get muted or?
I'm not hearing him. I think he got shot.
I think the bass player just got shot.
We need to get a gunshot sound effect. But
hold on, I'm actually genuinely starting to get worried.
I know.
That was good. Your fans need to have a name. You know, like Kiss has the Kiss Army. Those douchebags, those clowns. They have the Juggalos. And I'm not in any way comparing you guys to them. I'm just saying their fans have a name. Your fans need a name.
Do they have one? Do you guys have a name for your fans?
Oh, I like to think of them as the Kranken Welpen regime.
Hey, that's good.
Occasionally referred to as Krauts.
Yeah, Krautheads.
That sounds good.
They have to be Kranken Krautheads.
I just think it's kind of rude not calling their fans maggots.
Yeah, that's kind of insulting.
It is a little bit. I mean,
some people like to be insulted.
There's theme restaurants specifically for that. You go in there and order a burger, and the waitress will come up to you. What the hell do you want, you dick?
Yeah, they whip you after the. I was watching one of these.
Anywhere?
Yeah, one of these shows. There's a restaurant in Las Vegas where if you eat the heart attack burger, they come out and whip you or give you a paddling for being bad and eating the heart attack burger.
That's at the Hofbrauhaus. They paddle you at the Hofbrauhaus. That's what you're thinking. That's very, very German for you to be paddled for not finishing your cheeseburger.
Oh, really? I never heard of that place. They must have stole the idea from that place.
They have this huge paddle. They come out and they beat the shit out of you with a giant paddle because you choked on a cheeseburger or something.
Oh my God.
It's a custom. It's a custom in Germany to do this, you know.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, wherever this restaurant is, they must have stole the idea from that.
Where did Thunder go?
Yes.
I think
Jerry
Thunder got
Lewis.
shot. And
Fuck.
he went to go rent the floor buffer, I think.
That's what you kids are calling it nowadays.
Well, this
He's just half renting his floor buffer.
Yeah, he's just renting a floor buffer, you know.
This is
Thunder. Where are you?
This is definitely the Spinal Tap. The Spinal Tap radio show and everything. We have technical difficulties every week, so.
What, does Thunder have technical difficulties going on?
I'm guessing.
Did he mute himself, or did he ask you to mute him, or what's going on?
He's actually dropped off. It looks like I think that Compton gang really, they might be there. I'm starting to get a little concerned.
Oh my God.
I hope
Thunder, come back.
And he's struggling, you know, like, I need to get back.
Get the ruby
well, I hope he comes back.
Get back on the show.
I can taste his suffering.
Wow, that is really weird how he just disappeared like that. But
a little green globule.
Well, why don't
Well, we've only got our show's going to go into overtime, but we've got like about 8 minutes left. So even though we go into overtime, the people listening on Blog Talk Radio are not going to hear the overtime segment. So I wanted to be able to play the last song before we cut off from the Blog Talk Radio and went into overtime. So did you want to, we're going to world premiere a new song. So did you guys want to introduce that or tell us a little story about it or whatever? You know, it's a brand new song, never been heard.
And this one is called, the full title of it is Hungarian Rants, what is it, is it 5.0 or something?
Yes.
Yeah, Hungarian Rants 5.0. It's a rendition, a heavy metal polka rendition of Brahms' Hungarian Dance Number 5, and with lyrics all about how much we love and fucking adore gypsies. You know, it's in your country. People think that it's so charming, but in my country of Hungary, we really do have an issue with gypsies. So I like to write crazy things. Everything I write is very tongue-in-cheek, very comedic. I write all the lyrics, and I like to make things funny. But there's a lot of truth to hating gypsies if you're Hungarian. So you can, really embrace that in any direction that you want. But this song also features the your planet's only three-time world champion accordion player, Cory Pesaturo. So pay good attention to the accordion tracks. This song has not been completely mixed and mastered.
So it's still in its infancy stages.
This is more of something like Kranken Welpen raw. This is very, very raw for us. So any record labels listen to this, keep that in mind that it can only get fucking better. And this is our newest piece.
This is going to be that song that, when you guys do get signed and start touring and everything, all of a sudden somebody's going to bring up that, that raw version of the song, and they're going to, cut it out of this show.
It's never been played before, and we're going to do it for the first time here on the Will and Thunder Show, and it may be the only time that this version is ever played anywhere. So, get out your history books, kids, and mark it down for the ages, because we're going to play Hungarian Rant right now. Kranken Welpen on the Will and Thunder Show.
This is going to change the fucking world, in my opinion.
Traveling from town to town, sing all the
That was bad ass.
Not too shabby, eh?
that was incredible. That's like when are you guys hooking up with Trans-Siberian Orchestra? Because I mean that's the musical, that's the talent level of the music there. I mean that blew me off. That knocked me out of my chair.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing too.
Really quickly, before we run out of time, I would just like to say for all you new Kranken crowds out there, we do have a full-length album available for purchase, which can be found on Amazon, iTunes, and CD Baby, and a number of other outlets.
Okay. And this show,
for anyone from Nuclear Blast of Napalm Records, where the fuck are you? We're right here.
Yeah, Roadrunner too. They're on our.
Yeah, Roadrunner.
Yeah, I'm gonna send.
Bordello should be touring with us.
No kidding.
Well, this show will be on YouTube. I'll probably get it up tonight, and if I don't get it up tonight, it'll be up tomorrow.
That's what she said.
But I got to ask you something. You know, for legal purposes, do we have permission to use your songs in a future show, like if we do like a best of segment or something?
We better be on your best of.
As long as it's not something that is like downloadable for is it streaming?
It'll be YouTube. It'll be just like this, except on and then it'll, you know, like the most will be put on YouTube because
as long as it's not something that people can copy and steal or something.
Right, it's not. It's just whenever we put every single time I put these shows on YouTube, I get it gets matched and flagged and all that stuff, and I have to explain, hey, they sent me the music, I had their permission to do it. But then we've done best ofs and everything, and I've played them a second time, and I'm actually going back and forth with one of the bands that we had on about 2 months ago. I've been going back and forth about that. So this is
it's legal bullshit stuff. So.
Yeah.
You know how that is.
And
yeah, I hate legal bullshit.
Don't we all?
Well, this has definitely been one of the funnest shows we've ever had.
Yeah, we had a blast. I mean, we had so much fun. I think Thunder just, blew himself out of the stratosphere. I think he's gone missing, and we're never going to find him again.
Well, you have
He's
to
probably on his way to California to the Kranken Welpen show.
Right.
I think we need to have a Where in the World is Thunder contest.
Well, and
that would be
you have to
hilarious.
make the little figure of him in the lederhosen with the KKK hat on the floor buffer. So, and then you can tag that all over places on the map. Where is Thunder?
And then put that picture on milk cartons in Compton.
Yeah, all over Compton.
We'd have to put them on 40-ouncers because I don't think they do a lot of milk drinking in Compton. But if maybe you put it on the back of a 40-ounce.
What? You want to make this easy? I would make it a challenge. Keep it on the milk cartons. Make it exclusively strawberry milk cartons.
Yes.
Yeah, that's actually even more interesting. So yeah, we'll have to start the search for Thunder. And does the winner get a prize, or what happens?
The winner gets to put
on stage.
Whoever finds Thunder gets Thunder.
I was just going to say that the winner gets to hold a business card in their teeth and get the
in
whip
their
on stage. In their zipper, yeah.
While riding a
thought
maybe being dragged behind a Zamboni.
Maybe the winner gets to shoot Thunder.
One of the funniest things that I had seen, this was forever ago because it's a MySpace story. The band Arcturus had recruited a new drummer and added them to their MySpace, but because they have thousands and thousands and thousands of people on their MySpace, they could not find what page he was on, so they launched a contest for fans to look through their friends list to find their drummer.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah, because on MySpace you couldn't just type in somebody's name like you can on Facebook.
No, it's just pages. So you've got pages and pages and pages of people that you cannot search for. I don't think the winner got anything. I think it's just an honorable recognition of thanks for finding Hellhammer.
I think they got a venereal disease.
Probably.
Oh my God, this is too fun. Honestly, it truly is one of the most fun shows we've had, or at least I've only been here at the show for a little less than 2 months, but it's been the most fun I've had with guests so far. So this has been awesome.
You've been there for 2 months.
We definitely have to have you guys back on soon.
Well, we're glad that we were here for you, and you have entertained us quite a bit as well, and made a nice night for our Kranken Welpen too.
Yes.
Hey, question: would you do you guys have anything along the creepy or scary vein? Just something that could be played on a Halloween special.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, spooky. We have a track on our full CD. The last track is a very haunting, spooky song. It's not metal. It's an acoustic piece, but it's really, really creepy.
Well, send that to Chris there, and on the Tuesday before Halloween.
Is it off the last album? Is it off the Vengeance and Vanity album?
It's on Vengeance and Vanity. That's our one CD.
It's the 9th track.
Yeah. Do you have the full CD?
Yeah, I have it. You sent it to me, so yeah, I'll send it to Will.
Hey,
we'll put it up on the.
If you want something terrifying for Halloween, play our hidden track 10.
I don't know if that's on that. Is
on
that
the Fulling CD?
It's the version that would be sent to.
I believe it's on there. I'm not sure. If there's a track 10, listen to it first, then play it.
I've only
track
got
9 is Dreamcatcher.
Yeah, I've got 9 tracks, but it may. I'll go back and listen to it to see if there's a hidden track there, and if not, then I'll contact you guys on Facebook and see about getting it individually and all that. But we'll work it out. We got a couple weeks till Halloween, and
we'll get that.
Of course, you guys are always welcome back on the show anytime. So just let us know.
Cool.
Fantastic.
Wunderbar.
What's that in the background?
Is that Thunder? Did he return to the?
I think that Thunder might be there with them. Who is that?
Yeah, is that Thunder's ghost? I think we just have our Halloween stuff.
That was actually kind of creepy because for some reason one of our doors just slammed by itself.
The ghost of
Oh my God. I think Thunder has turned into a ghost.
There might actually be some validity to that statement.
Oh my God.
Really
well, you know, he did say earlier that his wife threatened to kill him for not liking Steven Tyler. Maybe she went through with it.
Maybe she shot him.
Oh no. So you guys have to have a song on your next album about shooting the bass player, because this joke has just like gone to levels previously unknown before.
Well, we'll have to polka metal out. I shot the bases.
Oh, that's so awesome.
A polka. Oh, wait. Oh, great. That would be epic. A polka version of a rock version of a reggae song. There you go.
I like it.
I think that should just keep on going and going. You know, that needs to be taken even further.
All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna have a polka version of a rock version of a reggae song, and then dubstep it.
Yeah.
And then undubstep it because that's stupid.
Right.
And then jazz improv.
And then play it backwards.
Well, if that doesn't get you guys a record deal, then I'm seriously pissed off about that.
It will, but it'll be released on the B-side of William Hung.
Oh, my God.
Right where it belongs.
That's awesome.
Real quick.
Actually, you'll have to come to one of our shows because we do not have it released on anything. We only do this live. We do actually do a heavy metal polka version of Rock Me Amadeus from Falco.
Yes, we
do. That's
in which our singer, Miss Chaos Next to Me, raps the entire thing in German.
What did Weird Al Yankovic think of you guys? I saw a picture of you guys with him.
He asked us to walk away quietly and call security. I believe you, darling, approached him signing over the deed to his house. That's what he was signing autographs.
I think it was an autograph, but, you know, like I had a bunch of stack of paperwork where I had a record contract that he was agreeing to and the deed to his house and several other things. But what was very funny is I was actually able to get him to sign something that was illegal in all of that, which was an album that was stolen from the Dr. Demento studios. And I got Weird Al to sign this, so now he is a co-conspirator if I get in trouble for stealing this album.
It was one of the original records on the Dr. Demento show used to play on the air, and it says on there, do not remove from studio.
Oh, God.
And now it has Weird Al's signature on it, meaning he did it.
So I just really needed evidence.
Oh, my God, that's hilarious.
This is a true story.
Yes, this part is not made up. This part is true.
I believed it. I mean, that's awesome.
But that's just another That's So Metal story, seriously, because... Well, was that the ghost again?
Police scanner or something going on in there?
It does kind of sound like an EVP.
Like,
yeah.
We got a guy on a floor buffer.
Police. The police never leave us the fuck alone.
Yeah, you know what? Now that we posted that Kranken Welpen versus the Man video, now they're after us on the show.
Well, that's what
it never ends. Just when we thought we had the police off our back.
Fuck these fucking cops.
We're polka medaling out cop killer.
That's another song you guys could cover that would sound awesome.
Yes.
If you were into that, if you wanted to have fun with it or something.
Well, we could debut that in Compton while Thunder is wearing his KKK hat with the lederhosen on the floor buffer.
Yeah, if we could find him. We don't even know where he went.
Well, that might make it easy to locate him at that point.
Maybe it stopped raining. Okay, give me the jackass. That was horrible.
Oh, God. Yeah, let me just do that for you.
Who needs that sound effect?
I dress myself.
Sound effect. I want to have that sound effect. Oh, he's going to go get his own sound effect now. I like the seals. I do my own dolphin noises.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
You want to hear? I don't know how it is going to translate over the telephone, but
do them. Yeah, we could use those for sound effects too.
Oh, outrageous!
we have our own sound effects over here too, but ours are more organic.
Yeah, we kind of just go crazy with various sounds that sound interesting to us.
Our sounds don't have any GMOs.
So that's a good thing. Who is that?
Yeah, who is that?
I think Thunder is like having a conversation with himself and forgot to hang up with us. You know what? We send him back to his shrink. That's what happened, Will. He's back. He's back to the shrink.
Did he butt dial the show?
I muted it, but I'm not sure which number it is.
What is that? Is that something? This is hilarious. You didn't indicate for QPL on the phone.
Wait, let me try this.
For some reason, they were saying, hey, we're going to cricket before we go back to 80s. I'm like, they were just going to go home and game and go back.
What the hell? Are you there, Will? Did you get abducted by aliens too?
Something?
Damn.
What's the face you're making?
So let's play a game that identify the sound. Where's it coming from?
All right. Everybody be really quiet for one moment. Let's listen in.
That's a tape back with Bridget. Back in the back.
It's like Barry White on a phone sex chat.
Oh my God, Thunder, you're back on the sex chats. This is not good. We've driven him off the edge. He's not coming back.
He's polishing his Zamboni.
Oh God, poor Thunder. He's done it now.
Wait, there, he's back. Whoever it is, back.
Wait, Thunder came back?
No.
Room something. Real, whatever.
Oh, it stopped raining. I just got that.
All right, well, you get one too.
I want that sound.
We'll get that sound.
Me fail English? That's impossible.
That is impossible. Inconceivable. Yes. These things happen.
Oh my God, this has just gone to this show has just gone to levels previously uncharted, where no man has gone before.
No man should have gone.
I know. I'm wondering
There's a reason. You know why no one's been there yet? Because everyone else knew better.
Yeah, I think we've just chartered into territory that nobody should have went into.
I mean, we are getting ready for Halloween here. This could be a poltergeist.
Yeah, I think we're starting our Halloween show early here, Will, because of the mysterious disappearance of Thunder that we cannot account for.
It's a polka
That and this ominous
poltergeist. Say it right.
Poltergeist.
Yeah, polkageist. Yeah, I think you guys have summoned the polka ghosts or something.
I like it. Polkageist. This is good.
Hi, this is Wildman George of Overlord SR, and you're listening to the Will and Thunder Show.
Wait, I didn't hit that button.
The hell? I thought that was a sound effect, but then it just kept going.
Yeah, I think Will hit that button, but now everything's so haunted that I'm not sure. It could be anything.
Yeah. Dude, what a week. I hate this, man. What are you doing now?
This conversation happening in the background has been quite interesting. I'm trying to make out some words.
Well, you know what?
I'll hear something like that.
Yeah, I'll molester.
You know what's even stranger? This voice. It sounds like, and I am not making this up. This sounds like a drummer that Thunder and I used to be in a band with. But
people, I just looked at them first time, like, God. Automatically tell them.
I swear it sounds just like Brian. That's
I think
odd.
it's Jerry Lee Lewis's bass player.
Yeah, I think that. I think Thunder has just finally snapped. Poor Thunder.
I mean, he's not on the line here. I mean, he's not in the queue. So.
Yeah, I don't see his phone number, and I don't recognize the other phone number that's.
Well, that's
floating around.
I think that's one of the members of Dead Serious, actually.
Do you think he's still on the phone?
Yeah, he's listening. Hey, Joe.
Oh, maybe that's him. Maybe he butt dialed.
I don't think he realizes he's still on the phone with us.
No, he's listening. He's listening and going, "What a bunch of jackasses."
How come I can't hear him say that?
No. He's not in the queue. What the hell is that for?
I'm surrounded by assholes.
My daughter.
Yeah. See, I can't see the chat room.
Somebody's got a TV on in the background. No, because you'd hear other things too. This is just one person talking.
Just because I was there.
Yeah. I don't think it's a TV because then you'd hear like other noises.
Yeah.
We would have heard a beer commercial by now. Oktoberfest.
Did I just?
There's a dog. I know what that sounds like.
Is that your dog?
No, my dog's asleep.
Oh, that? Yeah, that
is it a drunken sled dog?
That is the drunken sled dog, actually.
Yeah. So is that your dog?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah,
your dog is so
an American
cute, by the way. I've seen pictures of your dog. He is really cute.
I just want to know what's going. Why you guys have my former drummer on over there with you?
Yeah, this is getting really haunting.
I swear it sounds just like him.
Well, clearly he did not leave on good terms. He's pissed off at you and he's trying to hunt you. It sounds like he's doing a good job. I know our drummers would be doing this.
I don't know. I'd mute them, but I don't know.
Our first drummer was a mythical creature of sorts. He was last seen galloping down a hill, not on a horse.
But on a floor buffer. Wearing one of those hats.
Well, actually, he would wear a pirate hat and insisted on wearing a full pink fishnet body stocking with nothing else. We did not let this happen.
That actually sounds like fun. So is that your drummer, Will? Have we figured that out yet?
It sounds like.
I think it's Rick Fox.
Anyway, next week on the show we have.
I feel bad.
I feel bad too.
I heard that. He said I feel bad.
Yeah, I feel bad too because we don't know what's going on.
I feel really bad because we sent a bunch of dudes from Compton over to shoot Thunder, and clearly we weren't kidding.
Oh God, Eazy-E's ghost is on the other line. He's coming for you, Thunder.
Whatever you do, don't look at the window, because there could be somebody in a stupid-looking mask peering in at you.
Oh God!
I don't know what, I don't know when, but something awful is going to happen.
God, why couldn't this have happened on the Halloween show?
I know, right? No, we're just. I think we've instead of getting Oktoberfest going, we summoned Halloween instead.
So what's going to happen on the Halloween
show?
show?
Back on the show.
Well,
what's going to happen on?
Show,
are we all going to get drunk and eat cabbage and?
All right, we're down. Get drunk and eat cabbage for the Halloween show and have the Halloween show now.
And then for Christmas we'll
pass out without the candy part.
Pass out without the candy.
What's going to happen for the Halloween show is all of the things that you had rigged to go on that would be spooky is all going to fail.
Yeah, we're going to end up having Oktoberfest instead.
Yeah, there's going to be like spooky polka music being off in the distance playing in the background.
There you go.
Totally unexplained.
Well, that would be awesome, too.
No, I deal with it.
You deal with it.
I like it. We'll have a ghoulish undead polka band.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun.
We can call it Doompa.
I don't know if I would, if I'm going to leave this on, all of this on the YouTube thing, but I kind of want to stay on until, we can figure out what the hell that is, or who the hell that is.
I'd like to as well, but I have to get going in a little bit because I've got some stuff to take care of. So it's like, I hope it doesn't go on until about 11 at night because I got to get up early tomorrow to take my dog to the groomer.
I think we should just cut our losses.
Yeah, we're just going to have to accept that Thunder is gone. But, well, cool. It was so cool having you guys on the show, man. It's been such a blast.
Well, thank you very much for having us. We definitely enjoyed ourselves.
Yes, we did.
Yep. We definitely have to have you guys back on sooner than Oktoberfest. So, when you guys got the new music going or the newer version of the song we just played or anything you want to share with us, just let us know and we'll get you in there and chat a little more about floor bumpers and how fucking fucked up the industry is. That's always fun.
Wonderful. Maybe we could even just pop in every once in a while to complain about things.
Yeah, tell you what,
well,
next time we have a problem with the promoter, we'll just call you.
Awesome.
I have compiled a folder that I call Bullshit from Idiots, that I have everything that I've ever documented that a promoter of shows or a venue owner has said that's ridiculous.
Otherwise known as Memoirs of a Fucktard.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, if you turn that into a book, you definitely have to come on the show and let us know about that. But,
in the meantime,
awesome. So, Will, who have we got on the show next week? Since
the band that's Prolifera.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one that sent them to me. Tell me about them.
Well, we got another awesome band next week, another awesome metal band, and Porphyra. They're from New York, but a lot of their music is based on Greek mythology and Greek history, and that's going to be really fun. So we're going to hang out with my friend Billy, and I don't know who else from the band is coming in, but he's going to come in and definitely talk a lot about that. And, we'll probably get a really good Greek history lesson or Greek mythology lesson somewhere along the way, and that's going to be super fun. So, tune in next week, you guys. Yeah, you guys are welcome to tune in as well. And awesome. So, thanks, guys, for having, for taking the time to spend with us on the show, and hopefully we'll get you guys back over here soon.
And be sure to let us know what the fuck happened to Thunder.
Yeah, we have to update you guys on what happened to Thunder.
But you know what? When you find out, if you could make that public so that the world knows that we were not responsible, because this is starting to sound
Oh, yeah, we'll definitely put that on our Facebook page.
Yeah. Kranken Welpen is not responsible for the mysterious disappearance of Thunder.
So, real quick before we go, do you guys have a website or a Facebook that you want fans to check out to hear more of your music? Or
Yeah, we can be probably most easily accessed at facebook.com/Kranken Welpen, and that's KrankenWelpen, all run together. We can also be found on Reverb Nation, same thing, reverbnation.com/Kranken Welpen, and that has all of our show reviews and all that kind of bullshit on there. So, and if you want to check that out, that's fun too. But Facebook is more interactive. Reverb Nation would have more information. So take your pick or choose both.
And videos on YouTube, of course.
All right. Well, anybody out there listening, if you had not heard Kranken Welpen for the first time until tonight, then go ahead and check them out on all the aforementioned social media sites, and you will not be disappointed. All their songs are great. There's really you can just pick any one, and it's going to sound awesome. So, all right.
You should just buy the whole album.
Or except for the ones that suck.
I'm really going to start writing songs that suck.
Well, thanks again, you guys. Sam,
thank you very much
so
for
much
having
fun.
me.
Yeah, thank
you guys. And thanks
Thank
also
you.
to our earlier guest, Dead Serios. Thanks for coming on the show and playing your new song for us, and that was awesome, too. So, all right, Will, I'll see you, and hopefully we'll find Thunder by next week. And, all right, I'll talk to you guys next week.
Ja, wonderful. Dankeschön and auf Wiedersehen.
Bye. Thank you.
Have a good one, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Will and Thunder Show. The band that's going to take us out is Beyond the Fade from Charlotte, North Carolina. You can find them at Beyond the Fade at Twitter and also at Facebook, Beyond the Fade. The song's called Lights Out, and they're going to take us out. Thank you for listening to the Will and Thunder Show. We'll be back next week, same time, 10 p.m. Eastern till midnight, with another awesome guest for you. Later.
Blog Talk Radio.
Basically.
What the hell is that?
I'm sorry. Well.
Welcome to the Will and Thunder Show. Will and Thunder Show.
Ridiculous. Welcome to the Will and Thunder Show.
Welcome into the Will and Thunder Show. If that doesn't cheer you up and make you want to put on some lederhosen, I don't know what will.
Absolutely.
Welcome into the Will and Thunder Show at October Rockfest, or I should say Rocktoberfest. Welcome in here, guys. My name is Kevin Thunder, and here in the Rocktober world, I have William Telltale and Chris, the Lady in Black. How are you guys doing this evening?
Happy Oktoberfest.
Happy Rocktoberfest.
I'm drinking bourbon, drinking scotch, drinking beer.
There you go, man. Wow, there's something about an accordion that just puts a smile on your face.
Yeah, and we've got...
Unless you have to play it. Because there's so many buttons and keys on there. Look, I'll tell you what. I'm a bass player, and I love it. Don't get me wrong here, but I have a hard enough time singing backup vocals while I'm playing bass. I don't know if I could coordinate my two hands to do that much work and have to pull it in and out right there. I'd be done like dinner.
Well, Weird Al Yankovic made a career out of it.
I know. Well, that's how he started his career, and then look where he's gone from there. I mean, Maybe I should pick up a accordion then.
Well, the beautiful thing about tonight is we have the legendary Central Florida band Dead Serious on, and the running joke with them for years, and they even had an album title called this, is they were possessed by Polka. And then they're here in the first hour. Then obviously in the second hour, we actually have a metal polka band, Kranken Welpen. Chris, why don't you tell us a little bit about them?
Well, I'm not sure if the correct pronunciation is Kranken Welpen, because they consider themselves a German-Hungarian, pretty much Oktoberfest metal is the best way I can describe it. This is some great shit. Everybody who's listening tonight is just going to love it. It's just awesome. If you can imagine what Oktoberfest metal sounds like, this is it. And they're a band from Southern California, from my neck of the woods. So, they dress up in the lederhosen, or and get down with the accordions and do all that stuff, and it just sounds great. I think everybody's going to really like this, and we've been psyched for this show since I introduced you guys to them way back, and I think before even I started coming to visit your show on a regular basis. So
I think we booked them. I think we booked them for this date. I think it was back in June or July, and we just wanted to have them on.
I think it was like late July that we did this.
Yeah. So we booked them for this date specifically because Oktoberfest.
Right. We just thought this would be the perfect time for them to come on the show and do their thing, because there's really nobody else like them out there, and I just love these kinds of bands that are. I hate to use the term because I don't like the term, and I think that it's more than that. But these bands that they're often called quote unquote novelty bands that have a specific theme but done in another style of music, such as Kranken Welpen, which is a metal band, but they do polka style, which is I just love bands like that who take one style of music and put their spin on it in another way. So I think everybody out there is going to be in for a real nice treat.
And I just looked at Dead Serious's CD Baby page, and they describe themselves as Frank Zappa meets Metallica rolled up in Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Oh, that sounds great! I can't wait to hear it.
You're in for a treat there. You're in for a double treat tonight, because you got heavy metal polka, and you have the wonderful world of Dead Serious, and that's the best I can put it right there, is the wonderful world of Dead Serious, because it's just one of those things, man. If Dr. Seuss had a guitar, that's Dead Serious.
Yep.
I think it's great that we have both bands on tonight, because I think that both of their audiences are going to enjoy the other a lot. I think
absolutely.
We're going to have a little bit of a crossover audience tonight, because a lot of Kranken Welpen's fans are probably going to be listening, and they will probably enjoy Dead Serious and vice versa. So, don't be surprised if.
And real quick, I need you guys to do me a favor here. I need 5 seconds, real quick. My wife and I just had a little spat about who we think the greatest vocalist of our generation was, and I'm just going to say, so I get to sleep in the house tonight, that I love Steven Tyler. I'm just throwing it out there, and I'm going to leave that alone, all right?
Okay.
Go Aerosmith. I love you, honey. It might rain tonight. Let me in the house. Unlock the doors, please. I'm just kidding.
Well, going back to there was a story. I want to do a really quick news segment before we go, and the reason I do is because the show that we did on Saturday night, there was a story, and it was just a really fun story, and I want to revisit that when we have a bigger audience. So obviously, you know which one I'm talking about. Was it Jerry Lee Lewis? But
yes.
Hold on, while we think about that, give me 1 second here, because it's time for just a little bit of news. Crap, not news, history.
Look, you almost messed up
there.
Wait,
hold on.
That's right.
Hold on, Will. Before you get started on that, I got something for you there.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's not just me.
No, everybody gets one. So yeah, where is this?
And now, this week in rock history. Rock history.
All right, it's actually last week in rock history. It was, I think, October 1st. But Jerry Lee Lewis was doing a little, he had a hey, hold my beer moment with his bass player. Actually, no, he had a hey, hold my beer moment with probably the guitar player or the manager or somebody. But
this is
anyway.
not cool by any means. Go ahead, keep making fun of this.
Oh, this is awesome.
I'm glad that we're this far away now. You know what? I'm glad that I'm not living next door to you, because if you think this is funny and cool, we're done. We're never playing music together again.
Come on, Thunder. This is a drummer. You'd be laughing your ass off too, so don't even go there.
Oh, so, yeah, but I'm not, so this is not funny to me. Go ahead and tell the story, because then I can elaborate on things right here.
If it was a singer, oh God, he'd be creaming his jeans.
No, I would not. Look, I would never even consider this.
Anyway, Jerry Lee Lewis decides, hey, hold my beer. I'm going to show you what a great shot I am. And he tells the bass player to hold up his beer, and he tries to shoot it out of his hand. Well, he fired, and he accidentally, or maybe on purposely, or whatever, hit the bass player. But here's
okay, hold on. Where did he hit the bass player?
Telling the damn story.
Okay.
So he hits the bass player, and that's where the story gets a little interesting, because I mean, one time, there's stories about idiots getting shot while playing with guns like that all the time, but he didn't just shoot him once; he shot him a second time. So it was like, bam! Oh, sorry, man, but hold on, don't move. I'll get it this time. Bam! Oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
Right. See, here's my issue here. First of all, where was the bass player shot? Twice where? In the abdomen. In the gut. Okay, if you're going to shoot a beer bottle and I'm holding it, first of all, I'm not holding it by my gut. I'm not, if I have a gut, it's because I've been drinking beer. I'm not going to hold it in there and have you give me the beer, intravenously by shooting me with the bullet and carrying a little bit more into my stomach. I'm going to hold it out to the side. And if you were that bad of a shot, first of all, that's a good 2 feet right there. I don't care how much you've had to drink. 2 feet, that's a big distance right there. Now, if he had enough that there was three of them, he was trying to shoot the one in the middle, now I understand. But then to take the second shot after your buddy falls, you can't miss that. Oh, I'm going to get up close real quick. Now, look, this is not cool. As a bass player right here, look, I'd have to quit the band right here. This is bullshit.
Now, my question is actually there's two things that the story leaves out. One, that bass player must have been a hulking specimen of muscle in order to be able to take a shot once and still be standing there to get hit the second time.
Right. I mean, look, let me tell you what. That's a bass player for you, man. It's a man. Look, I'll take a licking and I'm gonna keep going right here.
But also,
I really hope that Jerry Lee Lewis to this day, he must have a little scar, under an eye, or his nose is a little crooked. Because if it was me and I got out of the hospital and you had shot me, Will, now I understand you're 6'3" and I'm only 5'6", but I guarantee you one thing: you would never ever forget me. I'd have put something on you that Ajax wouldn't take off. You shot me twice.
But it also...
really?
This also raises the question, was Jerry Lee Lewis a bad shot or not? What if...
Or our bass players looked at that low. That's ridiculous.
Or maybe it was a really good shot.
That's kind of what I'm getting at, because...
I know exactly what it is right here. I know exactly what it is. Because you guys think bass players, they're just bass players. And now this guy has totally solidified the whole idea. They're just a bass player.
Don't bring me into this.
Oh, he's just a bass player. Watch. He bet the guitar player. I wish I could shoot him twice. That's
See, I'm
bullshit.
thinking that when we were discussing this on Saturday, I was thinking it was more of the Homer Simpson theory that Jerry Lee just uses his gun for everything, to open beer bottles and turn off light switches and discipline his bass players. I don't know. Maybe he was.
I mean, listen, man. Hey, you were off by 5/10 on the third song. Bam. You know what? The fifth song too. Bam. Yeah, you'll learn.
Right.
If you live.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing I didn't discipline my bass player like that because you'd be dead.
I mean, have you ever seen
let me tell you what. You better slow down there, Turbo.
But have you guys ever seen the Great Balls of Fire movie about Jerry Lee Lewis? I mean, the guy was crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So a story like
I'm
this.
glad I didn't play for him, man. I'll tell you what.
You
know, I used to think, I'd love to be in that genre of music. Everything was changing. It was so much fun. It was lively. I mean, it was the whole change of, from blues to a little bit of rock and roll and all this going on in crazy piano. Hell no, dude. Look, I'm glad I grew up in the 80s where you had a better chance of dying of heroin than getting shot by your singer.
Or getting run over with a lawnmower.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't have killed anybody.
Rock and roll's a dangerous business. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise.
Oh, no, I know that. Trust me. I almost took someone's foot off with a real lawnmower at a Dead Serious show.
You're going to have to tell us more about that story when they get on here.
Deadly will tell you the story. I mean, it's one. Chris,
he was the one who was being almost run down by the lawnmower. So
no. He was out there, and it was either Damien or Mike that I actually hit with the lawnmower, and they twisted their ankle.
All right.
But anyway,
that's so metal.
Look, it was. But we'll get into that. Is that one of the songs you have to play from Dead Serious? Or are you going to play a song, or?
Yeah, I've only got one song.
Okay.
Yeah, we only have time. We're going to drop a new song.
Yeah. Is it long? Oh, it's a new song.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
But they have a song called Lawn Care Studs, which is awesome. And usually during the song, they'd hop out into the crowd, Dead Leewood, with a bubble mower and go in the mosh pit. Well, we were at a club, and in the back side, kind of on the side of the stage, they had a push mower. Well, I thought it was going to be cool if I started the push mower and went into the crowd while he was doing his little bubble mower thing. Well, there was a lot of gas smell and a lot of chaos, and